Right, Namaste everyone. Welcome to our third and final day of this current 6th season of Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya. Before we start, let's close our eyes, take a slow, deep breath, fill it all the way up, and do the Om or Am. And when you do that, allow the breath to leave at the base of the spine and move up along the spine. Slow, deep breath in. Right. So once again, I'm telling you my telephone number, just in case some of you have not been able to connect with me directly. I'm putting it out there so that you can connect. I hope I got it right. Sometimes I forget my number. Let me check. Okay, maybe someone else can correct me if I'm wrong. Is that right? 970030925539. Is that right? If it's not, please correct it. Someone. I'll just go with that for a while. Right. So send me a message on this number so I can save you and add you to the Swaskosh Shuddhi group. And you can stay connected. You will learn about the different programs, including the Three Dosha, the Raise Your Vibrations program, and so on. Different programs with different outcomes. But let it happen when it happens. This is just pure information. You can join for now and see how things go until later. So let's start with the first part, which is the huffing technique, right? Do you remember? Does everyone remember? Were you able to do it on your own without referring to anything? Huh? Sangeeta ji, were you able to do it on your own? Okay, great. So in the huffing technique, 3 parts. The first part is you just huff, nothing, very simple. In the second part, you do squeezes. Ideally, you start the squeezes in the pelvic area, then the lower abdomen, upper abdomen, and higher, and so on. That's one way of doing it. The other thing is the squeezes can be a little more varied. I have shown you this one, but you can actually do those squeezes a little more in the chest area. That is in the area where your lungs are, because your lungs are like a sponge. So when you do the squeezes in that area, it will put a certain amount of pressure and squeeze out different kinds of things, like mucus, etc., from different parts of your lungs. Also, when you do your huff, like for demonstration, I take a breath and I go. Okay, so it didn't make too much of a sound, but if there is a bit of a sound, it's a sign that there is something that needs to come out. That's the air is kind of grating against that, or it's the friction against whatever is there is creating that. If you get a sense of where that is coming from, so for example, when you do the huff, let's say you get the sense it's coming from the front right portion. Supposing you get the sense, you can actually do an inner squeeze where you focus a little more in the front chest, in that part, or back left. You might get the feeling that it's somewhere in the back left. You can actually do an inner squeeze focused on that area. So you can actually try some of this stuff. Don't go very hyper with that to start with. Go gentle. But these are some of the other additional things you can do with the second part of the squeeze, the huffing technique. This squeeze that you do this way in huffing technique, you can actually do it also with your complete yogic breath, and then later with the anulom vilom. So until yesterday, we have done the complete part of the huffing technique. We've done all of the complete yogic breath, and we started out with the third part, the anulom vilom. So we will go quickly through the huffing technique today. Then we'll go through the complete yogic breath, and then we'll save at least about 30 minutes for the anulom vilom, so that we can build on whatever we have done until yesterday. So everyone, relax. Keep your belly in particular very relaxed. Sangeeta ji, have you noticed about your tightness in the chest, etc.? Have you noticed the tightness in your belly might have, how the tightness in your belly might have caused it? Did you make that connection?
No, not really.
Not really.
It's not during the exercises, it's later on. Afterwards, I feel a tightness in my chest for some time. And
So, if your attention goes away from your breath and so on, it is possible that your belly tightens up at that time, and that causes the tightness in the chest or the heavy head feeling, possibly. So just observe. Should be better.
okay.
So now let's do the huffing technique. Let's go through it quickly. First the 5 plain huffs, then the 5 with the squeezes, and then the 5 with the Krishna's flute maneuver. Please remember, the Krishna's flute maneuver is a very, very powerful and a very rewarding technique. You will find it helps you in numerous ways. In the huffing technique, in the complete yogic breath, and of course again in the anulom. So slow deep breath in, and then go huff. All gone, stop. Relax the belly. Repeat. All gone, stop. Relax. Release the belly and go again. Relax the belly. Again. Relax the belly. Again. Remember, when you push the air out, try to focus that, try to channel that up along the spine. So let it start near the base of the spine in the pelvic region, and let it move up along the spine. Important, but hopefully you'll get a hang of it if you practice this regularly. If you do not practice this regularly, after a few days, it might slip away from you. You can always go back to YouTube. The videos have been uploaded there. You can watch it and do it. But try to stay connected. Do it for about 40-45 days. Then it becomes a part of your system. Okay, once again, slow, deep breath in. Full breath. Fuller the better. And don't stop. Relax the belly. Repeat. Relax the belly. Repeat. Relax the belly. Once again. And again. Full breath in. And huff. Relax the belly. Relax the belly. Relax the belly. Sometimes you get this cough or wanting to cough something. Good thing, it is probably pushing out something. Once again, slow, deep breath. And relax the belly. Once again. 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 So number of times is not important. 4, 5, 6, whatever is comfortable with your body, allow that to happen. Slowly increase pressure. Not day 1, not day 2, not even day 5, but slowly, cumulatively, keep increasing the pressure that you use so that a little more phlegm starts getting expelled. So I think we've done 4, 5 times just the normal huffing technique. Now we will employ the squeeze. So when we employ the squeeze, remember, We begin at in the pelvic region as low as possible, and then you can actually go higher, or you can do pelvic region plus lower abdomen, then pelvic region, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, that sort of a thing. And when you come to the chest level, you can try different kind of squeezes at the chest. You can do the full thing together, or you can focus it a little more to wherever you feel there is a sound, and so on. Slow deep breath in. Huff. The first huff, we don't squeeze. Second huff onwards. Again. 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 Look ugly. In breath. And when you do this, you actually are able to reach different parts of your lungs. The wider you open your mouth, the more you stick your tongue out, the more you contort your face, and so on. Things happen. You build your own practice. I've given you the basics. It's a 3-day program. I can't take you very detailed into everything, but hopefully whatever information you have will work. And of course, you can do your own little observation and experimentation. And if you need, I'm always available. If you write to me, if you send me a message, I am usually quite responsive. Once again, slow, deep breath. And go. First half, nothing really. Second half, squeeze and contort if you like. Sometimes I do a little bit of my own thinking and speculating, if you like. And one of the speculations that's been going on in my head is, strangely, we have 2 lungs, but 5 lobes in all. Lobes are like little, like little pockets, if you like, like the ear lobe. It's small here, but the lungs have lobes that are bigger, and we have 5 of those. And there are 5 tattvas. So I sometimes wonder if each lobe is in some way more responsible for a particular tattva. If it is more responsible for a particular tattva, chances are that lobe is the one that's directly feeding whatever into a certain set of or group of organs inside, and so on. Just a thought. I haven't been able to formulate a theory or something about this, but it's a thought that's there, and it's an interesting thing to work with. So when we do this huffing, if we have an issue with a particular lobe, if you have an issue with a particular tattva, sometimes maybe if you can get a sense of it, you can actually do a little more squeezing in that area and clear that area a little more. This is just an idea to, for you to mull over in time and see what clarity comes, what insights come. Okay, once again, slow, deep breath in. And go. Stop. Relax the belly and the squeeze with the contortions. See, my lungs making some strange sounds. Good thing. It can come out. Okay, once again, slow, deep breath in. And look ugly. Try to look as ugly as you can possibly look. Don't try to look pretty now. Feel prettier rather than look prettier. And in. Do you think I'm looking ugly enough? If I'm looking ugly enough, that's a win for me. And if you're looking ugly enough, then it's a win for you as well. All right. So I think we've done a few of these. Now let's go on to the third, the Krishna's flute maneuver. Are we ready? Same thing, Krishna's flute maneuver. If you want to include some of this contortion, etc., with the Krishna's flute maneuver as well, you can try it. It won't harm you. But importantly, get the squeezes at every chakra level, more or less. And at every chakra level, try to get those squeezes. It's a beautiful way not only to clear your Sushumna, but also to start working on your chakras. Ultimately, in many ways, like a computer has numerous drives, our body, the chakras have, these are like the emotional drives of the body. Each chakra, it has control over certain kinds of emotions, certain kinds of memories, and so on. So it's like when you do this, you are activating all these different drives so that anything that is lying buried, buried in some file is opened. Now, if that file is opened, then you can see what is in the file. You can correct what needs to be corrected in that file. So opening the files is very important as far as this particular computer is concerned. Slow deep breath in. And first out. And now the Krishna's flute maneuver. In breath. Push yourself only as hard as your body can take. Okay. So are you all to, most of you have your videos turned off. How do I see what you are doing if you turn it off? Why should you hide? Let yourself be seen so that your instructor, in this case me, knows what you are doing. Come on, everyone. Please turn on your videos. Don't hide. Thank you, Sangeeta ji. I think you're the only courageous one at the moment. Everybody else is hiding away. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. That Beatles song. Right. Once again, slow. Come on, turn on your videos. Come on. And slow, deep breath in. And go. And now the Krishna's flute maneuver again. The uglier you look now, the prettier you will feel later and look as well. So look ugly now so that you can look prettier and feel prettier later. Once again, slow deep breath in. And the Krishna's flute maneuver. And in. So if you've done 4-5, this one is good. Now let's go to the complete yogic breath. Same thing, 5 repetitions, just simple repetitions. Stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. One part. Second part, squeezes, gentle squeezes, building up all the way up. Third part, with the Krishna's flute maneuver. Slow, deep breath in. And allow the exhale from the base of the spine, through the nose. All gone, stop. No inhale. Wait a moment. Continue. Stop. No inhale. Continue. Again, continue. 3-4 times as you are comfortable. No forcing anything. You've done this 3-4 times. Once again, slow, deep breath in. Remember, when you take the breath, let your breath go to the lowest portion, fill up all the way up. Some of you who are familiar with the Hanuman master breath technique, Sangeeta, you're not able to do more than 2-3, doesn't matter. Build it up slowly. Let it happen as it happens. Take it easy. Don't feel pressured. But what you can do with this is, if you're able to do it only 2-3 times, instead of doing only one level, try to do a larger one level and a larger second level, so that most of your body gets that, the movement that is required with this. Just play with that. So slow, deep breath in. Allow the breath from the base of the spine to leave. Hold on, stop. Relax belly. Continue. Stop. Relax belly. Continue. Okay. Relax. Continue. In breath. I'm sorry. Expelled a little. So remember, when you inhale, let the breath go all the way down, fill all the way up. Those who are familiar with the Hanuman master breath, if you are, I don't know if anyone here is or not, but I'm just leaving it there so that even people who are watching the video may later, if they are familiar with the Hanuman master breath, when they are doing the inhale, they can channel part of that inhale up along the spine so that you get that U-shaped fill of in-breath. Slow, deep breath in. Hold it for a moment and exhale. All gone. Stop. Relax the belly. Continue. Relax. Again. Relax. Repeat. Again. In breath. So you've done this 3-4 times to get an idea, and that's good.
So when I'm throwing out, the third time also is an effort for me to.
Yeah. So don't force it. Don't fight it, because different bodies react differently, different stage. Your body may be like this now. At another time, it may be a little different. So the more relaxed you are, the more at ease you are, the more you will be, the more repetitions will happen. But don't fight it. Don't force it. Observe your body. That's all.
It's easier to throw from the mouth than to throw from the nose.
No, but now this is not the huffing technique. This is the complete yogic breath.
Yeah.
Here you have to use the nose. Now, if you find that it's a little harder through the nose, it's a sign that there is something being blocked somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because we are channeling the out breath up the spine, that indicates a possible blockage in the Sushumna. But don't worry about it. We are going to work on that. And all that we are doing is working on that. Getting your Sushumna open is in many ways central to almost all the breath work that I do. Okay. Directly or indirectly. So even in the Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya, where the focus is the Swaskosh, lungs, that may be the focus. But we are working simultaneously not only on the nadis, but also the Sushumna Nadi. Because the Sushumna Nadi is in many ways the main supply, the main electrical supply in your body. It is not only the main electrical supply, it is also the main drainage system in the body. Remember one thing, no matter how good the electrical supply in your body may be, but if the drainage system does not function well, chances are the infrastructure will collapse one day. Okay. So having a good drainage system in any place is extremely important. And this drainage system is actually through your Sushumna, because the Sushumna goes through all the different chakras. It actually passes through all the chakras. So it has a way to collect and throw out anything that needs to be thrown out from the chakras. Different kind of doshas, vata, pitta, kapha, will have different kinds of stuff to be thrown out of the chakras. A kapha type of person will hold a little more of kapha in the different chakras, but a pitta type of person may actually hold a little more acidity in different chakras. So therefore you find, sometimes people who have pitta, they feel as if that pitta is in their lungs, they feel what they call, I think, the burning heart or something, things like that. Heartburn, yeah. Heartburn, yeah. They feel that heartburn because that acidity is in that chakra level over there. Sometimes they actually feel that heartburn in the throat, or not heartburn, that burning sensation in the throat area as well, because this is your dosha, and your dosha in all the chakras is working the same. So you need to give it a dimension, you need to allow it a passage so that it flows out. The best way to do it is open your Sushumna, because that is the main drain channel. The more your Sushumna is open, the easier it will flow out. If you have a kapha problem, your kapha will be drained out. If you have a pitta problem, slowly the pitta tendency will be drained out. You might have to vomit, you might have to throw out, you might have to throw up sometimes, but that's okay. As long as you're able to throw it out and not build too much of it again, you are in a good place. So opening the Sushumna, keeping it open, keeping it cleansed regularly is extremely important. The Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya helps with that. So do the other techniques that we employ in our breath work. You are part of the Tridosha balancing program, Sangeeta ji. You will experience that, and you will see some very interesting dimensions of the Sushumna as we go deeper into the Tridosha balancing. It's going to be, if you are aware, if you know what is going on in your body, if you have that sense of observation and awareness, you will notice the magic as it happens in your body. But let it happen when it happens. For now, just know this much, that Sushumna, opening the Sushumna, clearing the Sushumna is central to what we do. Let's continue with this. We'll do the we'll do the Krishna's Flute maneuver with the, what have we done? We've not done the Krishna's Flute maneuver yet, right? In the complete Yogic Breath. Time is short, so let's go. Slow deep breath. We are missing out the squeezes. We are jumping straight to the Krishna's Flute maneuver. Slow deep breath in. Allow the first one to leave up the spine. All gone. Stop. Relax the belly. Continue with the squeeze at the Muladhara. Stop. Muladhara, Swadhisthana. Sare, as Ranjana taught me yesterday. Sare. Now Sarega. Saregama. Saregamapa. Maybe Saregamapadha. Maybe Ni. Saregamapadhani. And if you want to do the whole thing, Saregamapada Nisa. In breath. Allow the first one to leave. All gone. Relax the belly. Sa. Sare. Sarega. Saregama. Saregamapa. Saregamapadha. Saregamapadhani. Saregamapadhani sa. In. Very good. Notice the consistency of the phlegm that comes out. Notice also the colors of the phlegm. They'll vary. Sometimes greenish, yellowish, or whatever. Notice the colors, notice the consistency. If it's a light, watery kind of thing, it's possibly a, recent phlegm that has built into your body. If it's older, thicker, stickier, then chances are it's coming from somewhere, something old coming from somewhere. So as you do your breath work, as you start working your lungs, different things will get dislodged because it's stuck somewhere. So it's getting dislodged and coming out, and that's good. Once again, slow deep breath in. Exhale from the base of the spine. All gone, stop. Exhale with the sa. Sare. Sare ga. Sare ga ma. Sare ga ma pa. Sare ga ma pa da ni. Sare ga ma pa da ni sa. So sorry. All right. So maybe some of you will notice when you do the Krishna's flute maneuver, especially with the complete yogic breath and the next one, you feel your breath is immediately much lighter. If anyone has sensed this, please share with me. So I'm just looking for confirmation that others are also experiencing what I have been experiencing. So somebody who is doing this, feeling the change immediately, please share. You'll have to unmute yourself and speak.
So I feel the breath, the calmness of the breath immediately.
You feel the calmness of the breath. Does it also feel lighter, smoother?
Yeah, it's lighter and smoother, both.
Yes.
And then somehow that the irritation in the throat only vanishes.
Yes, because you've thrown out some of the phlegm, possibly, or it's been dislodged from wherever it was. So that is why that is happening. Excellent. Anyone else? Thank you, Sandhya ji. Anyone else?
Yeah, my breath is definitely smoother. It feels
Yes.
easier.
After the Krishna.
Yeah.
Especially after the Krishnas. Yeah.
And it's coming from lower down in my lungs as well. It's coming from deeper.
Very good. So the lower you feel your breath going, the better. Very good. Excellent. So we'll do it one or two times more, and then we'll go into the anulom vilom. Okay, slow deep breath in. Exhale. All gone. Stop. Continue with the sa. Do. Do, re, mi, fa. Do. Do, re. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, fa. Re, mi, fa, so. Re, mi, fa, so, la. Re, mi, fa, so, la. In breath. That's right. So you've done it a few times. Everyone can do it one more time. I'll wait and watch you do it. And I again request you all to turn on your videos, but you don't listen to my requests, which is sad. But what can I do other than request? Oh, you were on, but my computer issues with my computer. I'm sorry. Okay. Right. So very good. I trust you are breathing better and enjoying that easier, smoother, more relaxed breath. J. Ibrahim. J. Ibrahim, I don't think I saw you yesterday, but have you got it all? Is it working for you well?
Yes, yesterday, sorry, I didn't have a good connection. I couldn't manage to join.
Okay, so the video has been posted online. You can watch it and practice it, but I hope there is no break in your understanding of things and it works well. Sumitra ji, how is it? Sumitra ji, how is it working for you? Yeah, you'll have to unmute yourself. Anything that is not clear, please ask so that you are you are clear and you don't pick up a wrong practice. Yes, Sumitra ji, all good. Okay, let's continue. So everyone, do it one more time, and then we'll do the anulom vilom. Everyone, the full complete yogic breath with the Krishna's flute maneuver. Go on, everyone. Exhale. Stop. Continue with sound. Sare. Sare ga. Sare ga ma. Sare ga ma. Sare ga ma. In breath. Okay, very good. Now let's go to the anulom vilom. You remember yesterday? Your first two fingers at the base of your thumb. Your thumb goes to your right nostril and your ring finger at the left. So it can move easily. Right, left, right, left, right. Easy movement. So this is what we do. We'll just do a few rounds of simple anulom vilom, and then we'll do a few squeezes and then come to the Krishna's flute maneuver with this as well. So block the right, exhale with the left, out breath. When it's all gone, stop, wait a moment, continue. Continue some more. Stop, continue some more. In with the left. Block the left, out with the right. All gone, stop, wait a moment, relax the belly, continue, exhaling. Stop, relax belly, continue. In with the right. Block the right, out with the left. All gone, stop, relax belly, continue. Stop, continue. In with the left. Block the left, out with the right. All gone, stop, relax belly, continue. Relax belly, continue. In with the right. Block the right, out with the left. Continue. Continue again. That's the basic thing as far as the anulom vilom part of this Swaskosh Shuddhi Kriya is concerned. Very simple. I hope you've done it well. No questions, no difficulties. Now, when we do it, we will do the same thing. We will begin by first exhaling with the left. With the second exhale, we'll do a little squeeze in the lower chakras generally. So you can squeeze the pelvic, lower abdomen, a larger area. And then the second squeeze, a little higher, but include more inclusive. And the third one, similarly, a little more inclusive, so that you get most of the a system squeezed basically. Even as you start the exhale. So start with the left exhale. Stop. Continue with the squeeze. Stop. Continue with the squeeze. Again. In with the left. Block the left, out with the right. All gone. Stop. Continue with the squeeze. Once again. Once again. In with the right. Block the right, out with the left. All gone. Stop. Continue with the squeeze. Again, squeeze. Again, squeeze. Again, squeeze. In with the left. Block the left, out with the right. One stop. Continue with the squeeze. Again. 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 In with the right. Block the right, out with the left. Hold on. Stop. Continue with the squeeze. Again. So this is the basic squeeze technique with the anulom vilom. Already some of you will feel that your breathing feels lighter. You know, when you do this, your breath feels lighter. Yes, Anjuji.
I feel
Unmute.
quite light. I'm feeling very light.
Yes, yeah, that's the magic of it. So please continue. The more you do it, the better results you will get. It's not going to harm you. But if for any reason, because see, every human being is different, every human being's state of mind, etc., is different at different times. If there is discomfort, leave it for that day. You don't have to push it, okay? So that we can build on the good things over time. Right? So now, once again, we will start with the exhale with the left. But now we will remember the Krishna's flute maneuver. What was the Krishna's flute maneuver? Squeezing at the Muladhya, Sa, Muladhara, Sa, Re, Muladhara, Swadhishta.
Swadhishta,
Yes.
Manipura,
Yes.
Ahata,
Anahata, yes.
Nahata, and then
Vishuddhi. Vishuddhi. Yeah. So we have given them either numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa. The Indian notations, the music, the not notations, the what is the word you use for that?
Musical notations.
Notations, okay.
Musical notations.
Okay, musical notation. Okay, so Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Tha, and so on. So either that, or if you want to use Do, Re, Mi, Fa, that is also okay. But we will stick with Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, since most of us are from India here.
Musical notes, actually.
Musical notes, yeah, right. Yeah, musical notes, that's right. So block the right, out with the left. All gone. Start with Sa, Sa, Re, Sa, Re, Ga, Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. In the left. Block the left, out with the right. All gone, stop. Relax the belly. Continue with Sa, Sa, Re, Sa, Re, Ga, Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha. Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha. In with the right. Block the right, out with the left. All gone. Stop. That's ready. Sa. Sare. Sare ka.
अच्छा तो फिर वो ऊपर का तो कुछ हुआ नहीं होगा
Sare ka.
अच्छा और
Hit with the left. Block the left, out with the right. संगीता जी आप नहीं कर रहे हो?
I needed to ask you something.
Hmm.
So the first time when we are doing it, we are exhaling and holding. And in the second time when we are inhaling, then we are holding.
See, I'm not calling it holding because the hold is a very light hold for a second, less than a second, very mild hold. But once you become a little more comfortable, you can do the hold. But I'm not focusing on the hold because this is a new practice for all of you. So I'm only starting with the exhale and explaining what the exhales are. And then once the exhales are done, start with the inhale.
No, what I'm asking is the saregama we are doing with the exhales first.
Yes.
And right now we were doing with the inhales.
No. Saregama is only with the exhale because the squeezes will happen only with the exhale.
Exhales, okay. Okay. That is where I was getting a little confused.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, please remember this. Please remember this. All the squeezes, all the Krishna's flute maneuver, etc., they only happen with the exhales. They cannot happen. They cannot happen with the inhales. So don't try that. At least that's not part of my experience. I've never tried that. Maybe I'll try it someday and see if it works or how it works. But my intuitive understanding is that it's not going to be useful. It's not going. In fact, it could probably be a little negative. So I wouldn't try it just like that. Yeah.
So I exhale from the left and inhale, and then while exhaling from the right, I will do the saregama thing.
So when we started the first time, we started with the exhale to the left.
Yeah.
We didn't do too much because we were just doing a simple one.
Yeah.
But as we started going deeper into the practice, or when we started the squeezes, then when we did the first left exhale, exhale, stop, and then we did a little bit of the squeeze.
Okay.
And then a little more, and then we inhale. Because every time we do something, we want to go a little deeper. So we start out easy, we start out shallow, we start out relaxed, but we build on that. So if we try to do everything from the very word go, we will only create a little more difficulty for us. So the system needs a little time to get settled. So once again, start. You're welcome. Once again, everyone, block your right, exhale with the left, and then after the first exhale, start the squeezes, the Krishna's flute maneuver. Out to the left, stop, sa, sare, sare ga, sare ga ma, sare ga ma. In with the left. Block left, out with the right. Stop. Continue with sa, sare, sare ga, sare ga ma, sare ga ma. In. Block the right, out with the left. All gone. Continue sa, Sare. Sare Kam. Sare Kam. Sare Kam. In with the left. Or you can release. Now, I'll tell you something very interesting. The Krishna's flute maneuver actually it's a very intriguing part, if you like, because Nad, Nadi, Nad means sound. See, the word Nadi actually comes from the word Nad. Nad means sound. Nadis are actually, channels to carry sound in that sense. Nad Yoga is a very esoteric part of yoga or these practices, and it's not very mainstream. Not many people talk about it, but sound, the power of sound and what sound does to our body. Now, there are people who have gone deep into the study and who actually, for example, mantra controls or mantra connects with different sounds. Each sound is, in a sense, corresponding to a certain part of your body, a certain part of your anatomy, certain chakras. So when you make those sounds, in many ways you are working on those chakras with the sound. That's a very, very detailed or secret, if you like, or a very high level of study that needs to be able to go there, understand that, and work on that. I am interested in someone who understands Nad Yoga and can teach a little bit of Nad Yoga. I've done a bit of research on it and I haven't found too much, but it would be a very interesting field. Sound has always been a very important part of any adhyatmic practice, sound, mantra, and so on. And most of our bija mantras, for example, each chakra has a certain bija mantra. So there is a bija mantra for the Muladhara, there is a bija mantra for the Swadhisthana, for the Manipura, and so on. So that's another study, another field. But just because the concept of Krishna's flute, has come up, therefore I thought I'll mention this. But that's not an area where I know too much or understand about a lot. So I will not be speaking too much about it, because that's not an area I have much to share about. But the little that I do, I've mentioned to you. So you can also build on that in time as you work, as you do your own adhyatmic practices. So once again, block the right, exhale with the left. Hold on, stop. And then sa, re, da, ma. In with the left. The left, out with the right. Hold on, stop. Continue with sa, re, ga, ma, pa. In with the right. Block the right, out with the left. Stop. And then sa, re, ga, ma, pa. Continue. Do this another few times. Do it on your own. Don't wait for me to explain to you. Yeah. Rajkumari says feeling relaxed and sleepy also. Very good. Very good. The more relaxed you are, the better. Sangeeta ji, aap ruk kyun gaye? Continue, continue.
मेरे को थोड़ा एक्सेल में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है.
बताएं 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 क्या
आराम
problem?
से नहीं हो रहा है इतना एक्सेल ना. टेकिंग अ लिटिल एफर्ट. Yeah.
Mane, explain to me. I'm not very clear. What do you mean by effort?
See, like I've exhaled and मतलब एक तो बार ही होता है फिर I can't
अच्छा.
exhale anymore.
Doesn't matter. मैंने आपको पहले भी बोला. Doesn't matter. एक दो बार होता तो you modulate your own Krishna's flute maneuver to sare ga first, sare or sare gama pa the first, and so on. You know, just move that a little so that at least all the chakras get the squeezing, so that at least the movement starts. जहाँ पे भी जो भी blockage है, see, blockage को जब तक आप पहले हिलाओगे नहीं, unless you try to dislodge it in some way, how will you achieve what you wish to do? So if we are not able to dislodge it from, you know, from the smaller area, let's dislodge it you know, as part of a bigger area, but do that so that at least the movement starts. That is how you will get results.
Right,
So,
right.
तो कभी भी इस तरह की कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम मुझे बोलिए, because you know I can help you understand or do it in a slightly different way. Don't stop. Yeah, please continue everyone. 4-5 बार और करिए इसको. And I'm not going to guide you now. You do it on your own.
And my nose is feeling very dry.
पानी पी लीजिए. Have a drink of water. हाँ, no problem. थोड़ा warm water पी लीजिए. ठंडा पानी मत पीजिएगा. Don't have cold water.
Okay.
Room temperature is okay.
Room temperature is fine.
Or warm water, very good, no problem at all, especially in the winter. Rajkumari ji, feeling relaxed is good, feeling sleepy is also very good, but don't stop. Continue with this. Ranjana ji, please continue with this. How are you feeling? Doesn't your breath feel lighter? Feels lighter now? Continue, everyone. So the Krishna's flute maneuver on its own is a very, very powerful technique. इससे तो हमेशा जुड़े रहिए. No matter how good your breathing is, no matter what difficulties you have or don't have, इसको तो regularly करिए. Ideally, both, you know, in the huffing technique, complete yogic breath, and the anulom vilom also. जितना इससे जुड़े रहेंगे, उतनी आपकी breathing अच्छी रहेगी, उतनी आपकी cleansing होती रहेगी. जितनी आपकी क्लेंजिंग अच्छी होगी, उतनी आपकी ब्रीदिंग अच्छी होगी. जितनी आपकी ब्रीदिंग अच्छी होगी, उतना आपका ओवरऑल हेल्थ में इंपैक्ट आएगा. सो वो करते रहिए. संतोष कुमार जी, हाउ आर यू डूइंग? नोटिसिंग एनी चेंज? अनम्यूट करिए, अपना आप अनम्यूट करिए, प्लीज अनम्यूट.
I'm sorry, I'm not able to do much because I'm having some my health issue for last 3, 4, 5 days. So I'm not able to do much, but I am trying to catch as much as possible.
अभी नहीं भी हो रहा, एक सेकेंड, अभी नहीं भी हो रहा, कोई बात नहीं. वीडियोस आर ऑनलाइन, दे आर ऑन यूट्यूब. इनको फिर से देखिएगा, फिर से प्रैक्टिस करिएगा, because you have been part of the program, you have understood a little. Therefore, when you watch the videos, it will be easier for you to understand. Problem is usually when people watch videos, they become a little impatient. Their attention does not hold because they feel it's a video. You know, तो attention नहीं रहता. Live program में your attention is a little more. You know, because you are sitting live, new questions are coming, they are being answered, they're being resolved. So your attention is the quality of attention is a little better. So इसमें आप जो समझ जाओगे, वो आपको उतना रिकॉर्डिंग में नहीं होगा. बट बिकॉज आपने कर लिया प्रोग्राम, रिकॉर्डिंग देखोगे तो यू गेट अ बेटर रिजल्ट.
Right.
वॉच
Right.
प्लीज वॉच इट एंड प्रैक्टिस. हाँ, बोलिए बोलिए.
Seems as if whole of the passage is opened.
Oh, okay, one second, Anju ji, one second. Santosh ji, go on, Santosh ji.
I just wanted to ask you if you could tell how to increase mouth opening how to increase?
इसलिए तो आपको खुद तो करना पड़ेगा. There is no way to do it. आप धीरे धीरे बढ़ाइए.
Any
आपके दिमाग
exercise? Any exercise?
There must be some exercises, but I'm not familiar with them. But basically do this. ना मुंह को थोड़ा खोलिए. थोड़ा और खोलिए. थोड़ा और खोलिए. धीरे धीरे, एक साथ मत करिए ज्यादा. धीरे धीरे बढ़ाते जाइए. Santosh ji has some health issues, that's why he is asking this question, so we understand that, but Santosh ji, work on this, आपको आराम मिलेगा.
Because you see, because of my health issue, my mouth opening has reduced.
But ये
It's
करिए.
not normal. बहुत कम है, बहुत कम है.
ये धीरे धीरे करते जाइए. एक दिन में ज्यादा मत करिए. एकदम ज्यादा फोर्स मत करिए. ये आज थोड़ा करिए, कल थोड़ा सा और करिए, परसों और थोड़ा करिए. जब बॉडी इसमें कंफर्टेबल होने लगेगा तब थोड़ा थोड़ा प्रेशर इंक्रीज करिए. माने try to push it a little more, just a gentle push to get a little more weight.
Right. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Anjuji. So sorry. I'm so sorry I interrupted you there.
No. After doing this anulom vilom, I felt very relieved. And whole passage is opened as if.
Yeah, anulom vilom with the Krishna's flute maneuver.
Yeah.
That is right. It's a very powerful technique. इसको हमेशा करते रहिए. Daily करिएगा इसको. छोड़िएगा मत. कोई भी हालत में मत छोड़िएगा. बाकी चीज जो करते हैं वो करिए. बहुत अच्छा है. But Krishna's flute maneuver with huffing, complete yogic breath and anulom vilom, इतना करिए. इसको आप increase करते हैं तो that is very good. I have no problem with that. I have no caution against that. आपको अच्छा ही result मिलेगा. करते जाइए.
Thank you.
Well, anybody else? Anyone else? कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं? कुछ प्रश्न है?
One thing
Yes,
I'll say
David.
is I've noticed my
Yes, David.
breathing is clearer. When I started, I was blocked in one nostril, but they're both
And it's
clear
open
now.
now. Yes, that's right. So that's the thing with these, with this breath work or this kriya. The deeper you go into it, the more unblocked things will get, and they will be able, you will be able to unblock them much easier than before. So that's a wonderful thing. Rajkumar ji says there is something called facial yoga. Yes, Santosh ji, I think that's meant for you. Online search for facial yoga that might help you open your mouth a little wider.
Right.
Very good. Thank Rajkumar ji. Thank you for the good suggestion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good. Okay, anyone else? So some of you have reported that your breathing is lighter. Anjuji said that, and David also said that, and I trust others have also got something similar, and that's wonderful. So, but please remember, you have to practice. If you are going to be lazy about your practices, you will just not get the results. Do not be lazy. Initially, you might have to push yourself to do it. On days that you don't want to do it, those are the days you must particularly do it. When you don't want to do it and do more on those days. This is how you gain control over your mind and whatever your mind does to you and so on. Remember, you have to become the master of your own mind, body, and then destiny. To be able to master yourself, master your mind, master your destiny, sometimes you have to take charge. How do you take charge? By imposing your will. W-I-L-L, your will. I sometimes call will the muscle of the soul. That's how I like to see it. I like to think of the will as a muscle of the soul. When you use your will, sorry. Yeah, so when you use the muscle of your soul, what you do is essentially you strengthen your soul power. When you strengthen your soul power, in a sense, your ego power gets diminished. It's like, two ends. One is ego, one is soul. You're the real self or the false self. If the false self is more is weightier or more effective or more in power, then the real self will lose some of itself. Similarly, when the real self has more influence, more power, etc., the false self will reduce. Think of it as a seesaw. On a seesaw, if this goes down, the other comes up. If this comes down, the other one goes up. So which one do you want stronger? Your real self or your false self? Your false self is your ego. Your real self, of course, is your soul. Yeah, Sangeeta ji, you have to go. That's okay. And we will also be winding up soon. If anyone else has anything to say, any question you may ask. Until then, let's do our 3 ohms. Slow, deep breath in. Same breath. Full breath.
Thank you, Rajesh.
You're most welcome. Any questions, anything, most of you have my numbers. Feel free to contact me, and wish you all the best with your lung power and cleansed lungs, nadis, and sushumna. All the best to you all. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
Chief
very
Sandhya ji. Thank you, Dimji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anju ji. Sandhya ji.
Thank you very much, Sarji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Rajkumar ji. Thank you, Santosh ji.
Sir,